guys, what's going on? Dr. Gonzo. Oh boogie. Back again for another update video, and it's been a while since my last update video, a good month or so. So this video is long overdue for sure, and I got a lot of awesome stuff to show you guys in this video. A nice little stack of steel books, a few really cool Arrow video releases, some VHS tapes, and a few other things I'll be showing you guys later on in this video. But I don't want to waste any more time here, so let me get started on the update. And the first thing I'm going to show you guys is all of the steel books that I picked up recently. Last month I was having a little bit of a steel book kick again, so I checked out the usual spots, Target and Best Buy, and I picked up a good handful of steel books. So let me show you guys the ones that I picked up. So first up here, picked this one up at Best Buy. This is the Ridley Scott film, The Martian, starring Matt Damon, and I have yet to see this movie, and I'm really looking forward to checking this out. I'm a big Ridley Scott fan, especially if he's doing like a science fiction movie or something like that. And the book that this movie was based on seemed really cool, and also just this movie in general seemed really interesting. I've been wanting to check this out since it came out, but I just haven't gotten around to it. I was planning on picking up just a regular Blu-ray copy of it, but when I heard Best Buy had a steelbook for it, I was kind of just holding off till I picked up the steelbook. So finally saw it at Best Buy and picked it up. Really cool steelbook here. This was only like 10-15 bucks. Really good deal. Actually, last time I was at Best Buy, they had a whole section of steelbooks for only like 10-15 bucks. So really cool stuff there. Let's move on. Next up here we got Independence Day. This is a classic, like big budget summer blockbuster film that came out when I was a lot younger. This came out in '96, I think, and I'm pretty sure that I saw this in the theaters when it came out. I mean, this was a big deal when it came out. It's got Will Smith in it, Jeff Goldblum, just some really cool actors, really fun actors, and this is just a fun, really cool film. I just remember having a lot of fun watching this when I was younger. It's been a while since I checked this out. Last time I watched this was probably like a few years ago on VHS. I just had a random tape of it and wanted to watch it randomly one night. But it's been a while since I checked this out, and this is the Blu-ray high definition remastered version of it. So I'm sure this is gonna look beautiful, and it's just a really cool looking steelbook too. So just a fun movie here. Can't wait to re-watch that one. Next up here we got Top Gun with Tom Cruise in it. This is actually a movie that I've never seen. Never really had too much interest in seeing this movie. Not the biggest Tom Cruise fan, but I've always really liked the soundtrack for this movie. It's got a really cool 80s soundtrack, and it just seemed like it was a fun movie. So, I saw this steelbook at Target. Last time I was there, I think it was like 10 bucks or something like that. So I just figured I'd pick it up to help bulk out the steelbook collection a little bit. So Top Gun with Tom Cruise. Next up, this is another one that I picked up at Target. This is one of the DC animated movies that Target has been putting out exclusive steelbooks for. I try to pick them all up. They're just fun to collect and a good way to just kind of bulk out the steelbook collection again. So really cool stuff here. Looking forward to checking this out. Out of all the DC animated features that I've seen so far since I've been collecting these, they're all pretty good. So definitely looking forward to checking that one out too. And then last here for the steelbooks is Lucy. This is like a science fiction thriller movie that came out a few years ago now, starring Scarlett Johansson and Morgan Freeman. I remember around the time this came out, my dad recommended it to me, told me that it was a pretty fun movie, and this steelbook has been floating around at Target for a while now, and last time I was there they only had like one copy left, so figured I would pick it up and add it to the steelbook collection. Looking forward to checking this one out, seeing if it's any good. If you guys have seen this, definitely let me know if it's any good down in the comments, along with any of those other steelbooks that I showed off. So let's move on from the steelbooks to the Arrow video releases. I got a couple Arrow video releases to show you guys here. This one I picked up last Friday at a really cool store called Newberry Comics. First time I had ever been there, and just so much cool stuff in there. I'll have to go back there and do a little bit more shopping, because they had just awesome action figures, great Blu-ray, DVD, and CD releases, and they had a whole Arrow video section. So I mean, that's about as cool as you can get. So but I picked up Eaten Alive, the special edition of Eaten Alive, when I was there. This is a really cool special edition. This is Tobe Hooper made this film right after Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I would say it's about as close as you can get to a Tobe Hooper film that still has that Texas Chainsaw Massacre vibe, but it's not as good of a movie as Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It doesn't seem as focused to me, and it's just like obviously not as classic of a film. But I've always really liked this one. It's been a really long time since I've seen it, so I'm looking forward to rewatching this one. Eaten Alive, Tobe Hooper. And then last, for the Blu-rays and the Arrow video releases, is probably my favorite thing I have to show you guys in this video. And this is the Arrow Video Phenomena box set. This is a UK only box set, and just dream come true right here. When I heard about this box set, I got so excited. I had to order it, and since I've had it in my collection, it's just been one of my favorite things in my collection. This is probably my favorite Arrow video release that's not a steelbook, and just one of my all-time favorite releases of Phenomena. If you guys didn't know, this is one of my favorite horror films. Definitely probably my all-time favorite Dario Argento film, and also this is one of my favorite horror movies to collect different and weird editions of. And actually recently, a couple weeks ago, I did an entire video where I showed off my complete Phenomena collection, all my DVDs, Blu-rays, and all the other stuff I have in my collection related to Phenomena. And in that video, I go really in depth in this box set. I show off the entire box set, all the goodies it comes with, and everything else. So if you guys want to see a better look into this box set, what the inside of it looks like, and the artwork and all that stuff, definitely go and check out that video. I just posted it up a few weeks ago. So definitely check that out if you guys haven't seen that yet. But this is just such an awesome box set. It comes with the Phenomena Director's Cut, and it also comes with the US cut of Phenomena, which was known as Creepers. And it was actually before this box set came out, and the Synapse Steelbook, that was actually sort of like a hard-to-find cut of the movie. You can only get like dollar store public domain releases of it. And of course, this comes with an awesome booklet. So just one of the coolest things in my collection, and probably one of my all-time favorite Arrow video releases. Great stuff here. Alright, but like I said, that was it for the Blu-rays. I only have one DVD to show you guys. Nothing special here either. This is a wrestling DVD highlighting some career highlights of Triple H. Not one of my favorite wrestlers, but definitely a wrestler that I have a lot of respect for. I'm not sure how many of you guys are wrestling fans out there, but back in the mid-90s and early 2000s, when I was growing up, wrestling was just awesome. The Attitude Era of WWF, WWE was going on at that time, and you had people like Stone Cold, The Rock, and Mankind just doing some of the best matches ever, and I just got caught up in it, and I was a huge wrestling fan when I was younger. And just recently, over the past couple of years, I've kind of been getting back into it a little bit, and I picked this up not really for Triple H, even though, again, Triple H is a decent wrestler and he's had some awesome matches, but they had some really good Mankind matches on this, and Mankind, Mick Foley, is one of my favorite wrestlers ever, so I basically picked it up for that. And this was at a thrift store for like $3, and it's a pretty cool looking DVD here. Got like a cool slip cover going on there, and just a decent DVD for the price, so can't go wrong with that. So next up here for the update, I got some cool VHS tapes to show you guys. First off here, I picked up a few more of the Classic Monster Collection VHS tapes. If you guys have been following my videos for any time now, you'll know that I'm trying to collect all of the Universal Monster Classic Monster Collection VHS tapes, and there's a ton of them, and some of them are hard to get and stuff like that. So it's one of those things that I've just been collecting for years, and I pick up a few every time I see them. Usually I just buy these at the thrift store, but recently I was able to add 3 more to my collection, which is just awesome. I'll show you guys the ones that I picked up. First up here is Revenge of the Creature. This is the second film in the Creature from the Black Lagoon trilogy, one of my favorite classic monster movie series or whatever franchises. Just great stuff here. Love Creature from the Black Lagoon. Revenge of the Creature is really good too. So next up here we got The Creature Walks Among Us. This is the third and final film in the Creature from the Black Lagoon film series. And this is a really good one too. As you can tell, the creature looks different on the cover, and this is like a really weird film where they like do some sort of like surgery on the creature to try to make him more human-like. This is a weird film, but really fun. I haven't seen this one in a while, but both of these films, along with the original Creature film, are some of the best sci-fi horror films from the 50s. Would highly recommend these. And then last for the Universal Monster tapes is kind of one of the oddball ones. This is House of Horrors. I have not seen this movie yet, and just I like getting some of the weirder films from this Universal Monster Classic Monster series, because not only do they have the classics like Frankenstein, Dracula, and all the sequels, but they also put some of these weirder Universal horror films in the collection too. So I love picking these up, and I can't wait to check this one out. Probably gonna watch this one around Halloween time this year. Alright, and the last for the VHSs here is a pretty cool box set here. This is the Harryhausen Collection. This is a box set of films that have Ray Harryhausen special effects in them. One of my favorite special effects artists, and probably one of the more legendary ones. I'm sure all you guys have heard of Ray Harryhausen for good reasons, because he's just the best at it. And I love his films that he's worked on, love all the special effects he does, just classic stuff. Ever since I was a lot younger, along with the Universal Monsters, I've always loved watching these films with the Ray Harryhausen effects. He's done a ton of films, and this just comes with 3 of them, but it's a pretty good box set. This is mostly his like fantasy, sci-fi type films, mythology types films. So let me just show you guys the outside of this box set, and then I'll show you guys the tapes it comes with. Pretty cool artwork there. Got some stuff about Ray Harryhausen there, and just all around this collection just has a really nice design and layout to it. I really like the red box set sleeve that goes over it. But let's take a look at the films this comes with. So first off here we got Mysterious Island. I actually don't know if I've ever seen this one before. I've seen most of the films that Ray Harryhausen has done effects for, but this one slips my memory. Can't remember if I've seen this one or not. Jason and the Argonauts, classic stuff here. Love this film. You know, definitely the skeleton warriors in this were like, you know, influenced the Deadites in Army of Darkness, I would have to say. And then we got The Seventh Voyage of Sinbad. This is another one that I have not seen for a long time. Just a nice box set. All these releases are from Columbia. So really cool stuff here. Glad I was able to find this. This whole box set was $1. That's why I love collecting VHS tapes. I don't buy as many tapes nowadays as I used to, because, you know, you run out of room to put them after a while. But every once in a while, if I see something really cool like this, I'll still pick it up. So real quickly though, before I end this video, I have a few action figures I want to show you guys. So first off here, I also recently picked up the Friday the 13th Part 4, the final chapter, Ultimate Jason Voorhees figure from NECA. This is an awesome figure. Actually, earlier this week, I did a whole video where I took this figure out of the package, reviewed it, and showed it off and everything like that. So if you guys want to see me talk more about this really, really awesome Jason figure, check out that video. I'll try to leave a link to that video in the description for this video, along with my Phenomena collection video. For anybody who wants to check those out, I'll try to link those down in the comments or something like that. But great figure here. And also, recently I've been collecting wrestling figures again, mainly ones of Mankind or Mick Foley, who is again my favorite wrestler, and just recently they put out a lot of Mankind Mick Foley figures, so I've been trying to pick them all up. So these are 2 of them that I picked up recently, and I'm actually waiting for one in the mail right now. So maybe when I get that one in the mail, I'll do an unboxing video for it or a review. Definitely let me know down in the comments if you want to see that, because I just did a few action figure reviews recently. I have a lot of fun doing those. I love playing with toys, sadly, but I want to do more videos like that. So if you guys like my action figure review videos, definitely let me know down in the comments, because I would like to make more of those. So just let me show you guys the 2 that I picked up here. So first up here, I took both of these out of the packaging. For some reason with wrestling figures, it's just instinct ever since I was a little kid. You put a wrestling figure on my hand, I'm gonna rip it open. So I'll show you guys the ones I picked up. This was Mick Foley's character Cactus Jack. This is part of one of the newer Elite series that Mattel puts out for the WWE action figures. Just a really cool figure here for a classic Mick Foley character, Cactus Jack. Awesome stuff there. And then I also picked up, this is another figure released in Mattel's Elite series, one of their more recent ones they put out. And this is Mankind's old ring gear that he used to wear when he first was doing the Mankind character, kind of this brown, I would say like psychopath inspired costume. Just always loved this gimmick, the Mankind gimmick. Probably my favorite gimmick that Mick Foley did. And really love this figure. Cool stuff here. And like I said, I'm waiting for another Mankind figure in the mail. And when I do get that, I'll probably do a video about it. But alright guys, that was it for this video. Like always, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, definitely give this video a big thumbs up or leave a comment. And I'll see you guys next time.